Hello friends and welcome to Miss Debbie's Storytime. I'm so happy you're here to join me. Today we have a fun book that we are going to read and it is called The Wide-Mouthed Frog. Look at that frog. Look at his big googly eyes, and he has a really big mouth and a very long, strong, sticky tongue. Do you know what he does with that tongue? That's right. He catches his lunch with that tongue. And his tongue is so super strong and sticky that it stretches out really fast and really quick, and he catches a bug just like that. Now, wide-mouthed frogs not only like to eat bugs, but they like to eat worms too. Ooh, I don't think I would like to eat a worm, but that's what the wide-mouthed frog likes to eat. And he is going to ask a lot of his friends in this book what they like to eat. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. The Wide-Mouthed Frog, written by Keith Faulkner and illustrated by Jonathan Lambert. Looks like he's got his eye on some lunch right here. The Wide-Mouthed Frog. This is a fun pop-up book. Are you ready? Look at that. See his tongue? And look what's on that tongue. It's a fly! I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I eat flies, said the wide-mouthed frog, shooting out his long, sticky tongue. As he hopped along, he met a blue-feathered bird. I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I eat flies, said the wide-mouthed frog. What do you eat, bird? I eat wriggly worms and slugs, replied the bird, snapping his pointy beak. Snap, snap, snap. There are the worms right there. Next, the wide-mouthed frog met a furry brown mouse. I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I eat flies, said the wide-mouthed frog. What do you eat, mouse? I wonder what mice eat. I eat crunchy seeds and juicy berries. Yum, replied the mouse, wiggling her whiskers. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Can you wiggle your whiskers? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, there's some berries and some seeds. Ooh, the wide-mouthed frog was still catching his flies when he saw a big green alligator. I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I eat flies, said the wide-mouthed frog. The wide-mouthed frog looks a little bit worried, doesn't he? Do you see his eyes? What do you eat, alligator? I eat delicious, wide-mouthed frogs, replied the alligator, showing his sharp, white teeth. Yikes! The wide-mouthed frog stopped catching flies and gulped. Then he puckered his lips and made his mouth as small as possible. Can you make a little tiny mouth? Ooh, you don't see many of them around, do you? He said. And he leaped into the pond with a splash. Oh, poor wide-mouthed frog. He was really scared he was going to get eaten by that alligator. You made it, frog. Bye, frog. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did. And now we are going to do our very own craft. We're going to make a wide-mouthed frog with our hand. Does everybody have a hand that they can use? We're going to trace our hand onto a piece of paper, and then we're going to decorate it up and make our very own wide-mouthed frog. Here goes. Welcome to Craft Time. What you are going to need to make your very own wide-mouthed frog is your hand, piece of paper. You can either use green like Miss Debbie did, or you can use another color. You can use yellow or light green, or you could even use white and color your pictures with crayons. Miss Debbie's choosing green. You're also going to need either some white paper to color for your eyes, or colored paper. Miss Debbie's using some yellow, and I simply just traced out 2 little circles using a coin. Then I chose orange for my tongue. You're gonna need some paper for your tongue. Again, if you only have white paper, you can use that and color it whatever color you would like with markers or crayons. Then I have a black crayon that I'm going to use for my mouth and my circles that I chose to put on my frog, but you can decorate your frog any way you'd like. Googly eyes if you want to use those instead of cutout paper. Some glue or some tape and some scissors. Okay, so first things first, the paper that you're going to use to make your frog. I chose green, and all I'm going to do is put my hand out on my paper. Miss Debbie is choosing to do it the long way here. You can hold your paper this way as well if you'd like. I'm gonna hold it like this. And you may need the help from an adult for this, or you can try it yourself. Miss Debbie's gonna lay her hand down like this, and I am going to trace my hand. Gonna hold my hand down firmly so it holds the paper in place. Then I'm gonna take my crayon, and I am going to go up against my hand. I have my ring in the way here. Flip it over this way. There we go, almost done. And voila. Now I'm just gonna take my crayon and connect these two, and that's it. Now what you are going to do is decorate your hand. Miss Debbie chose some little tiny black circles, but you can decorate your frog however you would like. There's some circles around my frog. Now I am going to make a big, wide mouth. And I'm gonna do that with my crayon. And I'm gonna start up high, right about here, and go all the way down and up again. Make 2 little lines here. And there's my big, wide mouth for my frog. You can outline it a little bit more if you'd like. And you can use any color you'd like. You can use red, you can use orange, you can use any color. Now what I'm going to do is cut out my eyes. Miss Debbie already cut out some yellow eyes here. So what I'm gonna do is just fold my paper over so that I can trace out my circle again with what I already have. But again, you can use Google eyes, or you can simply draw some eyes onto your paper here without having to cut out anything. I'll show you how I can do that before I add these on. You can simply just go like this and make 2 big circles, just like that, and make some googly eyes right there. So you don't need some extra paper. But I am going to, for fun, make some googly eyes. I have yellow, and I'm going to make the eyeballs right here, and another one right here. Then I'm going to use my glue stick. Put a little glue on the back, and stick it on, and a little glue on the back of this one, and stick it on. And there are my big, wide, yellow froggy eyes. Now what we need is our long, sticky tongue. That's what our frogs are famous for, their long, sticky tongue. So you can cut out some colored paper or some white paper, whatever you'd like, and you can make it as long as you want. Miss Debbie's gonna make it about this long here. Now what we're going to do to make our tongue look like it's long and strong and stretchy is I'm going to take my crayon and I'm going to wrap my paper around it, squishing it as I go. So squishing it down along the sides of my crayon. Then I'm going to take it out. There's my squiggly tongue. Now what I'm going to do, you can use glue for this or you can use some tape. Miss Debbie's just going to tiny piece of tape. I'm going to put it down here at the bottom of my mouth. And I'm going to tape on my long sticky tongue. And there is my wide-mouthed frog made from my hand. Now you can go a little step further and you can draw some flies or some worms or some dragonflies, different kinds of things that your frog likes to eat. Have fun! Thank you so much for joining me, reading our book about a wide-mouthed frog and making our very own frog craft. I hope you had a lot of fun, and Miss Debbie misses you all so much. And until I see you again next week, my friends, stay happy and healthy. Bye!